obviously you're here for a Chicago Bears event.
Yeah.
And part of you just even being halfway across the world,
Yeah.
you've now built up to the point where you're a lifelong ambassador for the team. So how much pride do you take in that responsibility and being
I take
a face of the franchise?
take a lot of pride in it. It wasn't a goal of mine to be in the NFL. And then I started to, play high school, and I was good, and then I got a scholarship, and I was like, I can't wait to like play. And then I got a little bit better, and then got really good, and then the NFL came around, and they were like, knocking on my door, and I was like, well, maybe I'm good enough to play in the NFL. And then they finally came, and I got drafted and things like that. So being in Chicago has been a blessing. It's been absolutely amazing. I played football my whole life. I think I was saying it before that my parents are from Ghana, West Africa, so they know soccer. You know what I'm saying? So they rolled me a soccer ball, and I picked it up and started running and hitting people, and that was like my first practice.
Right.
But football has brought me so much joy and so much everything. Football has brought me everything. So I take a lot of pride in, being an ambassador for, the Chicago Bears and for the NFL as a whole.
Yeah. And Chicago, I mean, you're one of like a dying breed in that you finished your career with one franchise.
Right, with one team. Yeah.
How special does that feel, and what value do you see in just looking around and seeing how people are going from team to team? You've seen Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
We thought he was going to be a Green Bay Packer for his life. So what value do you see in that?
I see a lot of value in it. The game and free agency and things like that, and the money has changed the game.
Yeah.
So most people don't stick with the team that they were drafted by. But I feel extremely lucky that I got to play with one, organization, one franchise for a long period of time. Chicago is home. I met my wife there. I have 2 kids there now. My sister actually lived there before I even got there, so it was good to have family close by. So Chicago's home. When people are like, "Where are you from?" I just tell people Chicago because it feels good. But it's been great. It's been a blessing. The fact that I got drafted to Chicago specifically, and all the things that have come along with it. I mean, it's been fantastic.
No, it's a beautiful city. I hope to go out there.
Yeah.
I was doing some research on you, and I ran into your Twitter, and I saw, or X.
I'm active on it.
X now, I guess.
Yeah.
But you always tweet out like positive messaging in terms of being ready. What about the mental health side of sports? I mean, that's something that people don't always kind of cover. I mean, you go through difficult moments, through injury, through recovery. Losing in itself is just something that when you're an athlete, you live and die by whether you win or lost. That affects your whole day. So what do you do personally as an athlete and since your career to kind of manage that mental health side?
Well, I grew up in a time where we didn't talk about that, especially if you're a boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, men didn't really talk about like mental health issues. So now I feel like now that it's starting to get out there that like we need this. You know what I'm saying? Like, guys go through a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? Everybody goes through them, but like guys specifically go through a lot of stuff that they don't talk about, that they just harbor and keep on their chest. And it's not necessarily good to keep it there, because a person next to you might be feeling the same way, or a brother or a cousin or a friend or someone, you know what I'm saying? So it's good to like get those things off your chest, when it comes to mental health. So I try to stay as positive as I can be, because I know that positivity always helps you be a better person. And that's one thing that I've gotten throughout the course of my life, is a lot of positivity. Like, I had a really strong support system that was able to get me over certain situations that I had to overcome. So I think, mental health is very important, and staying positive is very important. And I also have a platform where I can amplify my messaging as well. And, I did it a couple of times, and then people would hit me back, and they'd be like, you know what, like, I needed to hear that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm glad that I can be the person to do that. And I'm glad that you're actually like paying attention to that. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's not going to stop. Like, we need to do more of this stuff, because it does help so many different people out. And I know this because of all the messages that I get and that I receive when I post something like that out there. So my whole message is just staying positive, man. Like, my parents were always in a positive, like, even if something bad was happening, they were always positive. They would never show me like any signs of weakness or anything like that. And if they did, they would try to explain it to me. But now we're to the point where we realize that there is, a benefit to getting those things off your chest and amplifying that it's okay, you know what I'm saying, if you're having a challenging time, you know, mentally. Everybody goes through it, but it's okay to do that. So to have that support system is something that I want to make sure that I get out there. And a lot of people know me as being that positive person, so they like being around me and they like the messaging as well. And that's, you know, one of the main things that I try to focus on is just being positive as much as possible. And I know that it's helping people because they let me know that it's actually helping them.
No, I definitely get that vibe from now and even when you're on the panel. Lastly, just being at an event like this in Britain, what do you believe is the potential moving forward with just the global outreach of American football? Just getting into
I think it's fantastic. You know, the NFL just played a game in Brazil. You know, they played in Mexico City. I think they have plans to play in Germany this year, Madrid coming up as well, obviously London. So the goal is to make it global. You know, football is a beautiful sport. Flag football is coming to the Olympics. They're really pushing flag football for females, for ladies, for girls, to try to get them included as well. So football is a beautiful game. They want to introduce it to the world, and the world is actually catching on because we're adding more and more global games. So I think the positive messaging for this is just absolutely phenomenal because I'm an advocate for football. I love football. Obviously, there's concerns because people want to stay safe as possible, and the NFL is doing a really good job of trying to combat that and making sure that the game is safe so that everybody can enjoy that at any level. But it's all about amplifying, getting it out there as much as possible, and not just making it seem like it's just an American sport. Like, we want to make sure that it grows big. It's very similar to basketball. You know, when the Dream Team was around, like, everybody was looking at the Dream Team like, oh, it's a dream. But now the world is caught up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
so
Like, who was the last American-born MVP in the NBA?
Yeah, even the whole top
We
five.
don't. Do we even know that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, back-to-back France guys. You know what I'm saying? French guys. Being drafted. You know what I'm saying? Young guys too. You know what I'm saying? So things are changing. Things are changing, and things are changing in a good way too. I think that this is good for everything. You know. And I think that it's happening in football as well, trying to make it global as well. So you're going to get the best athletes doing, you know, playing these incredible sports.
The value of the league.
Yeah,
everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Very similar to basketball.
We're definitely seeing that. But
yeah,
it's exciting times. And
yeah.
Thank you so much for your
time.
Yeah,
man. Thank you.
It's great to speak to you.
Yep, you too. I'm a Celtics fan. Big time Celtics fan. Yeah.
The research. Yeah. You from OKC?
I mean, champions.
You're from Oklahoma, and I'm an OKC fan.
Oh, you are?
I was like,
yeah,
my brother.
I was just born there.
You just born there. What do you think about the Thunder?
I really the Thunder is amazing.
We're on your heels.
Yeah, the Thunder is really amazing. Shai, yeah, I mean he's the real deal.
MVP.
The crazy thing too is that like you can't slow Shai, like you can't speed him up. Like he's just very consistent. You're not going to affect him. Like he's just going to play his game, and you can't speed him up.